that's one of the scariest moments of my life, is laying in my bed thinking, I've got a platoon of 30 guys, and the way this thing's operating right now, I'm going to come home with half of them. We were all in Kuwait for about 2 to 3 weeks before we went to Iraq. So Christmas Eve in Kuwait, I remember calling home and found out that my dog had eaten the roast that got left on the counter. Captain in the Army Engineers, and I was assigned to a combat engineer battalion, and our mission for the battalion over there was counter-IED operations. So we looked for the battalion as a whole, where our mission was to find the IEDs on a couple of major roads running in Iraq. My role was as the assistant S3 and liaison officers. I coordinated our mission when our patrols went out with the ground commander who owned the area, with the 3rd of the 3rd Infantry Division, so that they knew when we were going out, because convoys would want to go behind us after we cleared the route. And then I would also coordinate any additional assets should we want them or need them. If we wanted the Predator drones to follow us to try to see if guys were planting IEDs after we went by, I could do that. Or if we're going to run part of a bigger mission, to coordinate all those other units and what was going on. In the fact of the stuff that we could get. So the military has what's called the PX, which is the base exchange, and it's kind of a convenience store for soldiers. And you have that on any army post in the United States. Well, it was pretty amazing that if I wanted to, I could go buy a TV at I could go buy a PlayStation 3, I could buy all the games I wanted to, and get all that, and go buy it and hook it up and use it. And a lot of guys did. But the commitment, I think, from the military and from the U.S. government to get that stuff there, to provide it for the troops, says a lot. That it's important that you be happy on your off time, that we were doing something you want to do, because you're in a crappy place. You know, you're in Iraq and you're away from family and everything else, and we're going to make sure we're going to take care of you. And then there were athletic facilities, whether they were gyms that we had taken over. That on Balad Air Base, there was a giant swimming pool.
That's nice.
Yeah, I mean, I think that's where, I don't know what happened there, but we had taken over that and refurbished that, and so there was an opportunity to go swimming if you wanted to, which I did once for about 15 minutes, and then it's like, this is weird. But there was access to a lot of stuff. But then once you went outside the wire, if you went on patrol, which I did every week, then you saw how everybody else was, you know, and then you were unlimited. You were limited. Well, you were locked up in a vehicle and generally going on the highway, and it was poor. And I don't know if there are single instances that are memorable more than the relationships you make and the friends that you develop. And the military is one place that I've never found those that arena, or that the atmosphere that those kind of friendships can develop anywhere else outside of the military, because you go through really bad times together and you go through good times together, but you're all together, and it's the ultimate team building experience. And those friendships are bonds that I hold from a lot of different places in the military I've been, and I cherish them today.